Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I don't know why this article just showed up, but I thought it was interesting because it gives you numbers, and I like numbers because, we like it or not, numbers at least, even if they lie to you, they give you something that you can grab on instead of saying he's a good person. At least if I tell you, well, he was in prison for 5 years, and at least I gave you prison, I give you 5 years, and you know that person might not be really that the way I said. But now it can be 5 years, or could be 2 years, or could be no years. But at least I gave you something you can work on. You can say, well, it's a lie. Well, I'm pretty sure if I gave you he was in prison, he was in prison. The problem, the detail is for how long. So why are these guys talking about nuclear weapons now, all of a sudden? Well, we'll see. This article comes from Sputnik. It is from today, the 11th of January 2023. This is the title. How many nuclear weapons does NATO have? Okay, well, they need not too many. Okay, you don't need thousands. And if they're so strong, so powerful nowadays that you don't need too many. As NATO tensions with Russia and China show no sign of abating, people across the world become increasingly worried about the threat of the alliance being involved in a nuclear confrontation with Moscow or Beijing. Does NATO have nukes? If so, how many? Which member states have nuclear weapons? Sputnik gives you the answers. Okay, now, NATO is United States. The rest, the member states, are just locations where the United States can place its military on their territory for strategic regions or weapons. That's basically what it is. Because otherwise, you would have, let's say, Romanian troops in Germany. Or you have also, Bulgarian troops in California defending the Americans from a possible Chinese invasion, or maybe the woodchucks invasion, which is my guy from North Korea. My guy, you know what I mean. Funny guy, Kim Jong-un. Okay? So since you don't have that, that tells you that it's the other way around. So it's United States under the clock of members. Like we're on the right. We're about 20 some or 30. We must be right. What about the rest of the world? Well, we don't care because they are not really at our level, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so what is NATO's current nuclear stockpile? At the moment, NATO possesses a total of 5,900 and exactly 43 nuclear warheads. Oh, so that's 6,000 warheads. Some research companies, meanwhile, remain at odds with a total number of NATO nukes, mainly referring to the so-called operational number of warheads. One Western media outlet, for instance, cites about 4,178 operational nuclear warheads and the alliance possessed in 2022. Guys, if it's 6,000 or it's 4,000 or it's 2,000, doesn't really matter. Do you think it matters? I don't think it matters, you know what I mean? Because I think a few hundred will get the job done with all this planet if they really want. And I gave you that so I can be within the realm of reality. So I don't want to say, well, 20 or something at the current strength, power. According to Statista, in 2012, the figure stood at 5,406, a far cry from the number of NATO nuclear warheads registered in 2002, which was, ready, double, 11,087, and in 1992, 14,498. So it's been decreasing because they got more powerful and they realized number is not an issue anymore. I mean, it's like you go to fight one guy in front of you and you got an automatic weapon with 25 or 30 rounds. Really, for this guy in front of you? Anyway. And he's got, again, the same thing. He's not like hiding and going around and you need a lot of them. Right in front of you. Bam, bam, one is enough. Which NATO country have nukes? Nuclear weapons are currently possessed by by 3 NATO allies. 3. The United States, United Kingdom, and France. The US possesses the lion's share of all nukes. How many nukes does the US have? Currently, there are 5,428 nuclear warheads on at least 652 delivery vehicles in the US, including 400 Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missiles and 14 nuclear-capable Ohio-class Trident submarines. So they got submarines, and they got missiles, and they got planes. Pentagon data indicates the current deployment number of the U.S. nuclear warheads, so wherever they are around the world, because U.S. is not an imperialistic power, is the force of good on this planet, and it has to make sure that as the appointed and voted policeman of the world, it has to have over there, so can blow countries up if they don't behave, if they're bad dudes. Okay? Got that? Did you like it? Yeah, I can write a lot of bullshit like that, but anyway, so the current deployment number of the U.S. nuclear warhead stands at 1,350. The forces of good. According to Washington-based non-profit organization Center for Arms Control and Non-Proliferation, the number comprises an estimated 100 nuclear warheads that the U.S. stored across Europe on air bases in Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Turkey, in line with the so-called principle of NATO nuclear sharing. They don't share shit. You share your land for my nukes to stay over there under my command. That's how you think the Turks have access to the... Do you think the Turks are allowed, radius of in a radius, what the hell, or a radius, I don't know, about 50 miles from where the Americans have the nuclear weapons? Are you kidding me? I mean, let's don't be naive. The sharing. No, you share your territory. I'm bringing my share over there. I launch mine. When those guys gonna launch, they're gonna destroy your country. My country is gonna be scattered like 7,000 miles away from you, Turkey, or more. That's the way it goes. But we're sharing, and we share our damages, because they're gonna blow up your country where I released my missiles. They're gonna destroy the 3,000 American troops over there. Gonna flatten your country, but hey, we shared, we worked together. Yes, man, yeah, we're the man, give me 5. All right. Now, what about the UK nuclear arsenal? Let's see. A US news outlet argued that Britain currently possesses a total of 225 nuclear warheads. Well, how many does Israel have? I know it has more than 220 according to some data. So, can you imagine? No, the sun never sets on the British Empire. You got 225. And over Israel, ping! It stays 30 minutes, the sun. Over Israel, it's got more than you. How is that possible? I wonder. Anyway, the number includes more than 100 warheads that can be part of arms in the British Vanguard-class nuclear-powered submarines. Now, I read here that Belgium has nuclear weapons by United States, you know what I mean? Italy and the Netherlands, all these weasel countries have, weasel countries because they're small, okay? I mean, I don't want to say Belgium is a big power. Used to be, and Leopold did what he did in Africa. You remember Leopold II or whatever Leopold was? Doesn't matter. Anyway, those days are gone, my friend, okay? Anyway, so then you got Netherlands again. Another guy's crying for good old times when we're ruling everybody else in Africa and even North America and South America. yeah, okay. The same with the Poles. They joined the Cry Club when we used to be, man, remember? And Portugal as well, and Spain again. Things go around, and you got Great Britain with 225. Well, that's more than they need. Maybe they're just calculating we don't need more than that. We have enough to deter other weasels to do anything wrong. Now, does France outstrip UK in terms of nuclear number? A little bit. There are about 290 nuclear weapons in France, which is capable of launching nukes from submarines or using missile dropped from an aircraft, according to Global Civil Society Coalition International campaign to abolish nuclear weapons. The coalition argued that France spent an estimated $5.9 billion to build and maintain its nuclear forces in 2021. It's almost nothing to how much these guys give Ukraine nowadays. You know what I mean? Now, what is NATO nuclear sharing? I just told you. We're going to place wherever we want, and if those guys are going to bomb, we're going to bomb you, not us. okay? But we defend you. But if we wouldn't have our weapons on your territories, those guys would not bomb you. So you know what I mean? Like Putin told Romania, when Romania said, we're gonna have how they call it, missiles defense, air missiles defense from NATO, which is United States, in Romania. And Putin said, yeah, you idiots. Now, Romania was not on our strategic nuclear bombing site. Now you are. We put it over there. That means if you move one of your pubic hairs left or right, we're gonna the shit out of you, okay? With weapons. And Americans, yeah, man, that's the way the game is played. Without that, you were not even in Russia's peripheral view, if you know what I mean. According to NATO's official website, nuclear sharing is an alliance's arrangements deals ensuring that the benefits, responsibilities, and risks of nuclear deterrence are shared across. The benefits. I know who's got the benefits. I know who's got the responsibility. I know who's got the risks. In line with the, I'm quoting, in line with the concept, the US has deployed a limited number of B-61 nuclear weapons to certain locations in Europe, which remain under US custody and control in full compliance with the Treaty of Non-Proliferation of Non-Nuclear Weapons. So in full custody, we got it on your territory. When we start with those or something happens, they're going to hit you, not us. We're going to be far away. Anything coming, Johnny? No, Daddy, nothing is coming. So that's the way it is, my friends. That's the way it is. Now we know. If you don't know, now you know what NATO can do for you. Don't ask what the country can do for you. Ask what you can do for the country, right, Kennedy? Where did you borrow that? Alexander the Great. Thank you very much. Yeah, but he was very original. Anyway, but Alexander the Great did not say about the country, obviously. He said about something else. But right? We know who's who, what's what. We know who's got the responsibility and the risks. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny if it wouldn't be true and sad. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.